Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Alisia Dragoon for the Genesis and Mega Drive. As you can see here, it's a side-scroller. You zap a whole bunch of things, and you try not to die. So there's a story here, but you don't get to see much of it during the game. So I might as well mention it as it is told in the instruction manual. As Baldour, the prince of all things evil, nears the end of its dormancy, the cocoon in which he rests is transported to Earth by his aide, Orna. The world is still recovering from the devastating effects of Baldour's last visit. Alisia Dragoon is the daughter of the magician who attempted to stop Baldour. When she was a child, Alisia's father was tortured to death before her very eyes. His final cries of agony ring in her ears even now. Inexplicably, Alisia's life was spared. She is now a woman with magical ability rivaling that of her father. Baldour is going to wish he had killed me as well, she vows. Alisia must find Orna and the cocoon before Baldour awakens. Use her thunder magic to demolish enemies, and summon any one of the 4 friendly monsters to help you. If Baldour awakens before you can destroy the cocoon, there may be no more tomorrow. Anyway, I've seen a few people play this one, and I've tried it for myself, and I've actually liked what I've seen. So, let us go ahead and press start, and let's go to the options real quick. You have a choice between normal and hard difficulties. You have one of 4 control types that you can pick from. I'm going to switch to type 1 and keep it there. So I'm going to be referring to the default configuration for the face buttons. And of course there is a sound test. So let's go ahead and start the game. Once again, the silver star fell from the sky, unleashing evil and destruction for the 2nd time. The one person who can save the world must seek out this object. Like I said, you don't get much of the story for this game within the game itself. And from here, it's time for stage 1. So, we have a few things that we can see. If you see the word demo in the lower right-hand corner, that means the game is moving on its own. You have no control over your character. So at the very top of the screen, you have your entire heads-up display. At the upper left is the HP and thunder magic power for Alisia Dragoon, who you will be as throughout the game. You start out with 3 hit points. You will be able to get more. And you have level 1 thunder magic. You have the blue part of the gauge for your attack power, which is going to be the majority of your gauge. And you have the red gauge, which allows for slightly more powerful attacks, while your attack gauge is in that region. Your thunder magic will refill as long as you're not using it. Just let go of the B button so that way you can let it refill and you can keep using your thunder magic. And if you get it all the way filled up, pressing B will allow you to do a full screen attack that does a little more damage than normal. On the upper right hand corner is the health and attack gauge for your animal companion. You have 4 different animal companions, and you will be seeing throughout the game. There is the dragonfly, which we have right now, though I will be switching to none selected. There's Ball of Fire, there's a Thunder Raven, and a Boomerang Lizard. I'm going to press A, and with up and down on the D-pad, I can go to none selected. The game is paused while I'm selecting monsters, thankfully, and once I press A again to lock in my selection, we're unpaused again. You want to duck down while dealing with these flying enemies. Just hold down down the duck on the D-pad and hold B to attack. C lets you jump, obviously. So A for monster attack, B for attack, C for jump. Left and right lets you move left and right. Down lets you duck. And sometimes, depending on where you're standing, you'll get a loop of the monster attack, sometimes you won't. It all depends on where you're standing at any one particular time. I always make sure to take my time and make sure that my Thunder Blast refills as much as I can before I can continue on. Though, going down the slope, I will have to inch my way forward. There we go. Yeah, I may have to let the ability for the magic to recharge do its thing. And that enemy I just destroyed, this thing will shoot out spores, and the spores turn into mushrooms where they land on the ground. I'm staying ducked down, so that way these flying enemies won't exactly hit me, because they can be an absolute pain. If you're standing in an area where they spawn infinitely. So there is that. Thankfully this thing is... Oh, good. It's a good thing that I had the max charge because, well, that allowed me to actually get somewhere around here. Now we can jump back up. Now these little flying star things will have power-ups in them, and they do different things. The blue potions will refill 1 unit of Alicia's health, while the meat will refill 1 unit of your current animal companion's health. If you don't have an animal selected, it won't do anything at all. And you definitely want to keep your animal companion's health high, because if you lose an animal companion, you will need to find a special item to revive them, which you're not going to find often, and if you do, it only brings them back to level 1. So, yeah, make sure you keep all of your animal companions alive. Want to be careful with these caterpillars because they will roll towards you, and sometimes they'll show up from behind, like that guy did over there. And thankfully, you get a little sound when you get hit. You have a little bit of health, but I wouldn't recommend getting hit a whole lot. And I kind of had to switch position there to hit that last bat. Those bats will swoop towards you if you get close enough to them. And yeah, watch out for that last bastion of flies before you get into this temple. Now you want to be careful while you're going through here, because enemies will show up. And it pays to have your magic power charged up as much as possible. Good thing I paused the game, because of all the human enemies that will be shooting projectiles at you. So this little star pickup that we just found, that levels up one of our creatures. I'm going to give it to this guy. I also want to jump up here. No, I already got it. Yeah, the creature upgrade was up there. I'm jumping up repeatedly to show you where it was. I didn't think I'd hit it as easily as I did, but well, here we are. And you want to be very careful as you go places because you might miss stuff. For example, here's the hidden wall. You can jump through it. And there are some enemies here. Why do you want to go through here? Well, if you jump up here and then jump to the left, you get some monster meat. And we get to bring the Dragonfry to level 3, which is the highest we can bring it. The maximum level you can bring any of your creatures up to is level 3. So level 1 is the minimum, level 3 is the max. Nothing more to do here, so let's go ahead and go to the left. And you want to watch out for the slimes here as well. Thankfully, they turn into flame when you do enough damage to them. And yeah, you want to watch out for those projectiles. Nothing hidden over here. I may get hit by a few enemies here and there. Or not. It's a good thing that I jumped over here because Alisia Dragoon doll. That gives us an extra life. That gives us a continue. If you drop down from here, you're going to miss out on this. So make sure you jump to the right here and take damage from the enemy if you have to. Because, yeah, you can't go back. Sadly. Nothing hidden over here, so there's the monster meat. Almost missed out on that, even though I wasn't going to use it. And here is another area with hidden walls and platforms. We're going to get you to level 2. And there's nothing else over here, so just go to the left and drop down from there. And I took damage that I did not need to take. I should have waited. That full screen wipe definitely would have taken them all out at once. I should have used that. Anyway, we're now nearing the end of this temple. We do want to watch out for the slime enemies that we will be seeing around here. So thankfully the worst will be over by the time we're done. And yep, we made it to the end. Uh-oh. And there's Baldour, but somebody's here. You have done well to come so far. But you are too late. Our leader has returned to us. You have seen what power we possess. Do you dare to challenge us? Travel to our palace if you think you can survive the journey. And apparently there is a cult that worships Baldour and wants to revive him. Swell. Just swell. Anyway, we're not done yet because, well, we still have this one section that we need to go through, and I just want to be careful. Especially with all the people who will be showing up when I least expect them to. Do want to inch my way forward because you never know. Do want to duck down and let my magic refill itself, but at the same time, I know I'm going to have to deal with other magician-type enemies as I go through here. Okay, that's good. As long as I duck down, these projectiles won't hit me. Want to be careful here because in here is this. So what this does, it's an HP up. It adds 1 whole unit to your health, which is great. Now we need to go up the stairs and do it without getting absolutely decimated. Now the first place we need to go to is to the left once we go up these stairs. But we will have to make our way through here and try not to get hurt a whole lot. I said let's do this without getting hurt a whole lot. And that little icon allows you to bring your thunder magic up 1 level. So we're now at level 2 magic. Our attack is now at level 2, which I like. And now we need to go over here. Yes. Really need to find another potion soon. I'm taking way too much damage as it is. So these guys with the spears, until they are fully solid, you will not be able to hurt them. And these wraiths will show up to drop bricks on you. If you see them, move forward or get out of the way. The blue potions will refill 1 whole bar of HP worth of things, of health. I don't know why I said things. But anyway, we do need to carefully make our way up around here because enemies. And because we can find things. That's why. And yeah, I really should be taking my own advice and taking my time, because I have lost more health than I would have liked. However, I can bring this creature to level 3, which is great. You do want to go up here. The bottommost route leads to you advancing the plot. So I want to explore as much of this level as I can before I go anywhere. And I want to destroy everyone while doing it. And yeah, you want to watch out for those wraiths because the bricks that they drop, I guess those are bricks, they do a lot of damage that you will not exactly feel like healing. And going further that way leads to our first boss battle, which I don't want to deal with it yet. More health. And yeah, that caterpillar was about to roll at me, so need to be careful. Take your time. Zap everything when you can. Of course, you may have to hurry sometimes, so just watch your thunder meter. Just in case. And I need to go all the way to the right, so that way I don't get smashed. My little Thunderbird, the Thunder Raven, did take a little bit of damage from that one wraith, but it was worth it. Just so I didn't take any myself. And now, we need to move on down the road here. So, we need to take the middle route here, because that's what's going to take us to this area here. I'm going to switch to the Dragonfry. Need to duck to avoid those shots. Uh-oh. Yeah, the spinning ones will hit you a little bit, but you can duck under the ones that go straight. Also, getting the Dragonfry to level 3 lets you take care of one of the two guys very easily. And of course, we're now at stage 2, and whenever we get to a new stage, our health is those, as well as those of our animal companions, they go back to full, which is very useful because I want as much health as I can before starting a new stage, which I'll be doing in the next video. So join me next time where we play through stage 2 of this game. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!